Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video. We're doing the ECMWF 42-day forecast for today's second video for the UK and for Ireland. It's going to get us into October, and I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just say that the first video in the series was our 6-7 UK weather forecast. We've also got the weekend forecast and 10 to 14 day coming up later on today as well. 10 to 14 day will probably be quite late today, about 5ish, something like that. But please like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. And thank you so much for doing that for GavsWeatherVids, everyone. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to ECMWF.int for supplying the charts of the date as well, by the way. So much easy. Right, let's start off with week 1 mean cell pressure anomaly. Take us through the week that we're currently... No, take us through the week that we're going to be starting next week. 2nd to the 9th of September. Going well, isn't it? So, next week we'll have high pressure in the North Atlantic and into northern parts of Europe as well. Low pressure will be across western, or lower pressure will be across western southern Europe. Winds coming in from something of an easterly direction. 500 millibar height anomaly from the Arctic to the North Pole view down shows above average heights sitting to the north and below average heights down to south. That could bring some wet weather into southern regions, but in the north it should be a lot of dry weather through next week. Temperature anomaly is largely above average, though Ireland is closer to normal, but generally an above average temperature next week. And also some wet weather as well. Now, a little bit drier than average to the northwest of Scotland, but otherwise above average rainfall, especially so for England and Wales. So warmer and wetter next week. Week 2 will be the 9th to 16th of September. Again, with high pressure up towards Greenland and Iceland. Low pressure over on the continent. Winds should still therefore be coming in from rather an easterly direction there. The 500 millibar height anomaly, again showing above average heights to the north and below average heights to the south. Again, winds should be coming in from an easterly point of view. Temperature anomalies are lowering and becoming close to average, possibly even a little bit below, just to our south through France, Spain and Portugal. And precipitation-wise, it's drier than average to the north and wetter than average down to south. Much of the country with no particular signal, but I would have thought it's still relatively dry up in the northern half country, wetter down in the south, maybe thundery. Right, week 3 will be the 16th, 23rd of September. Now, this is a bit of a change as low pressure looks like it's started to come in from off the Atlantic. The 500 millibar height anomaly shows that we still have some blocking away to the north and some high pressure to the south, and then we've got this low pressure in the Atlantic moving in potentially from the west. Right, what about the temperature anomaly? So that's a little bit above average, not a particularly big deviation though. And the precipitation anomaly is sort of wetter than average, definitely looks possible, especially in the Atlantic and into Western Europe as well. You can see the track of low pressure coming in a little bit like that. Also relatively mixed September, doesn't it, so far? Well, week 4 will be the 23rd to the 30th of September. Here we go. And still with some low pressure just to the west of the UK and Ireland, still probably bringing in the flow from off the Atlantic, a little bit like that. 500 millibar height anomaly is raising the heights to the south of the southwest with some sort of lower pressure out in the Atlantic to our north and northwest. Temperature anomalies, again, just slightly above normal, not a big deviation though. And rainfall anomalies, again, no particular signal to be honest. So driving average down to Spain and Portugal, a little bit wetter than average in the Atlantic and to the north of Scandinavia. Week 5 is the 30th of September, 7th of October. Here we go. Again, we see some lower pressure in the Atlantic. We're a long way out now, of course, 5 weeks away, so it is a pretty weak signal. But still, you know, the possibility is there. But this is a bit of a change, raising the heights over and to the east of the UK and Ireland. So, if nothing else, that should start to bring up like a warmer southerly flow anyway. We should start to get an increase of a temperature anomaly there, I would have thought. Temperature anomalies, again, are coming out average to slightly above. And so precipitation goes very weak signal now, of course, but still hinting at being slightly on the wetter side anyway in the Atlantic. And then lastly, week 6 will be the 7th to the 14th of October, which is it. Oh, blimey. Not much of a signal. Let's just put in a question mark. Why not do that? Have a look at the 500 millibar height anomaly. That shows some higher pressure, though. So, you know, you pay your money, you take your choice. Not much side of that with mean-tail pressure, but 500 millibar heights look anticyclonic. Temperature anomalies, again, sort of average, slightly above normal. And precipitation-wise, very weak signal was 6 weeks out, but hinting at being a little bit drier. So after a cooler, wetter September, could we be heading for a warmer, drier October? I shall say no more. Right, okay. Well, maybe just a snapshot of what the model is showing. So it could look a bit different when we look at it again next Tuesday for the extended European outlook, or indeed next Saturday for the UK and Ireland focus video. We're going to be back a little bit later on with weekend forecast and your 10 and 14 day. That's coming up late this afternoon / early evening. They will be quite late with that. But for this one, that's all now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again a little bit later on with more. But for this one, bye for now.